Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Krissy, and today's video is going to be basically how I personally like to cover up my severe acne. Now it's not always extremely bad, but it can get pretty bad. Like, I have major breakouts right now on the side of my face, some right here. I have a lot on my forehead, and I know that they can be really hard to cover up in finding the perfect products, but in this video I will be showing you my tips and tricks on how I cover up my severe acne. So let's just jump right into this video. Okay, so for my primer today, I am going to be using this Hard Candy primer, and it's the color correcting, and it does look like this. I am pretty low on it, as you guys can tell, but when it comes to acne, you want to basically have something that will block out the red. And so a green type of concealer or a green primer with like a hint of green, you know, can do you really good. See, and as you guys can tell, some of the redness in my forehead and on my cheeks area has gone down a lot, and that is because of that green primer that we used. Okay, also what I like to do is I'll take a concealer, which I'm going to take the Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal, and this is in the shade Natural Beige. And what I'm going to do with this is I am just going to put it over, like, kind of like a spot concealing. Yeah, we're spot concealing. Just over them, just to give them a little bit more coverage there. I am just going to take this vintage, it's like an angled brush, and yes, it is dirty, sorry. But I'm just going to tap this in and also just kind of, you know, blend it out. And I'm only keeping the product where it needs to go. So now that we got all that done, if you guys can tell, doing that whole concealer and the spot concealing really did help cover that up. And honestly, if you wanted to like wear hardly any makeup, you can just do that and just use a concealer that matches your skin, and you'd be good to go. But today for foundation, I'm going to be mixing two foundations, and I'm going to be using this Matte and Poreless in the shade Warm Nude, and then also I'm going to take the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir in the shade Medium Beige. So I'm going to be using this big, huge Real Techniques beauty sponge. So now that I have all that done, I am just going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the forehead, and some on the chin, just to brighten those areas. And to blend this all out, I'm just going to use that same brush. Use the same sponge. Now to set this all in place, I'm just going to be using this Kat Von D Lock-It powder. And I'm just going to set my entire face with this, but I'm also going to bake underneath the eyes. And the brush I'm going to use to set the rest of my face is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. To bronze up this face and give my face a little bit of color back into it, I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics contour palette. I'm sure you guys have already seen this on my channel plenty of times. I'm sorry. I just extremely love this palette, and it is literally great for any skin type. So that's why I like it. And you guys already know, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. And I'm just going to begin bronzing up this face. And I am using the brush that I have no idea what it's called. So when it comes to bronzers and blush and covering up acne and keeping it from not being like, oh hey, in your face, you know, you want to stay away from anything that has shimmer or some type of like sparkle to it. You just want it to all be matte. Has like shimmer and stuff in it. It's just gonna make your problem areas a lot more like noticeable and not hidden like you want it to be. Today I'm going to be using Mellow Wine by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to be using this Real Techniques blush brush. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going back in with that face brush that we used for powder, and I'm really just going to make sure all this is really blended in together and just looks really nice. What the heck, we're just gonna put highlighter on just because it's what I always do. But we're gonna do it very lightly, and this is like what I'm talking about, like really light. I am going to be using the Academy of Colors Strobe and Glow, and I'm just going to be picking up Sunset, and I'm using this vintage tapered brush. And literally what I mean by light is dab, you're good. Yeah. So that's basically where I'm just going to be keeping that highlighter because I don't need it anywhere else. But I am going to do my eyebrows and my eyes, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. I hope this video was really helpful for some of you that have severe acne or just minimal acne. You guys just want to know how to cover it up. I mean, there's not really much to it other than this, and these were just my tips and tricks. And if you guys have some, then you let me know, because I would love to try out what you guys suggest. And if you guys have any other video requests, then comment down below. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I had so much fun filming this and got to cover up my acne, so that's good. And also guys, do not forget to check out the description box down below to find out all my socials and to keep up to date with me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.